A man of God must be wise, not naive. By wise here, I don't mean the wisdom of this world, but spiritual wisdom. He must be intelligent, vigilant, his eyes must be wide open, as it is said, so that he can deal with various temptations, challenges, and everything that comes before him. For in life, we encounter many traps, various circumstances, and temptations arise every minute on the path, and if, due to our naivety or carelessness, we expose ourselves to danger, then we fall into a trap and harm ourselves spiritually, suffering evil. In the Patericon, it is stated that a person engaged in spiritual struggle must be wiser than demons to avoid their cunning. Many people suffer harm not only spiritually but also in everyday life, due to their naivety. If you know something is dangerous, if you'll be deceived or entangled, why rush there? A man of God should act with great wisdom and sobriety, because there are traps, temptations, our weaknesses, passions, and so we must be watchful. Who can ask God to grant them wisdom? The one who feels they lack wisdom. How can you ask God for what you think you already have? And that sense of self-satisfaction, that spiritual complacency, is a great danger that we as church people often fall into. We take it for granted that we know everything, that we have no deficiencies in spiritual knowledge, prudence, and wisdom, and that our knowledge is sufficient to win the spiritual battle. We need to recognize our ignorance, our lack of wisdom, that we are not smart, that we know little, and that very little is in our hands. We must feel the need for God's wisdom to strengthen us, and this must be felt existentially, so that when you turn to God, you can pray, God, I beg you, enlighten me, give me wisdom so that I do not sin, so that I can discern good from evil, to do your will, to not fall into error and lead others into the same. Say this with pain and with all your heart. When a person thinks they know everything, it is truly close to illness, and it is the beginning of madness. The fathers say that the beginning of madness is believing in one's omniscience. Whoever says, I know everything, is a dangerous person. The beginning of wisdom is always to seek and never to reject anyone. God can teach us even through the simplest things, through something small. We can even learn from a child, if we are open to hear something, beyond what we hypothetically know.